Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's good, Maniac Mafia? Yo, we got Keith Lee trying to war Mr. Tendernism, but it's too late. What's too late? I ain't even gonna lie. I heard some shit on the internet that you know, bro got fired or whatever, you feel me? And we made a reaction on the first video, you feel me? Y'all can go on the YouTube page right now, you feel me? That we made a whole reaction. I'm put it down, the link down below for y'all, and the link down in the description if y'all want to check that out. But gangsta chat, we did react to this first one because when we saw the first video, we heard the boss was taking advantage of bro and all this other shit, you feel me? And Omeezy honestly broke it down in a really good way, and I like how he does these videos. So shout out to my nigga Omeezy chat, you feel me? So let's check out the video and let's see what this shit getting into, bro. You feel me? I hope my son is good. It's Black History Month. We don't need my son out there on the streets. You feel me, chat?
The last video that
if you like the video, make sure you like and subscribe. You feel me? Hit the comments down below. You feel me? Click Twitching down below for the reactions. I appreciate y'all loving support. Let's get it.
Who am I to judge? But now today, I am circling the block and cashing in my I told you so's because apparently Tendernism has been fired, has been left out on the streets, and nobody cares at all.
Somebody need to find out if that made Tendernism got fired. Because if he did, we cannot let this rock. We know for a fact that the man that owned Destination Smokehouse ain't like being the face of his business. We also know that the attention that was getting, he wanted that attention. Made the word Tendernism. He trademarked the word Tendernism.
I'm the Tendernism
he did.
original, not nobody else. The original Tendernism. Booyah.
If you're new to this channel, please make sure you hit that
subscribe
button. It goes a long way for the community. It goes a long way for my video.
I'm saying a Teen Titans fan,
chat. You can start your own thing and somebody take it over. It's great to have a platform in which I can call my own, unlike Now, back into the video. Now, this whole situation surprised and shocked everyone. Sure, there was always the intelligent Eddies in the world saying that they never thought that this was the case, but everybody thought that Tendernism was the owner of this restaurant, Destination Smokehouse. And it would kind of make sense. After all, he's the pit master, he's the personality, he's the viral face, he's the reason that everybody showed up. Literally, he's the reason that Destination Smokehouse even sells barbecue.
Walt and I came together and we became partners after about 4 years of working with each other. He's the only reason why this place does barbecue. He's the original pitmaster, recipe maker, everything. I owe him everything. That's why we became a partner. When I took over the cooking, because
he came his own pilot when he came up with stuff. I want to be like me. I want to be better. So he got this. It's called Bristol. Booyah. Now what I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm telling you.
In a Destination Smokehouse, he was the brand. Not the logo, not the building, not the location. Hell, not even the meat. It was They ran with the
My son was everything, nigga. My son was everything to that fucking business, nigga. That shit would not be nothing without nigga. That's a fucking fact, nigga. My son had everybody on TikTok and Instagram going crazy, nigga. The first time I heard the nigga say Tendernism was from my fucking cousin, and that nigga made me search the shit up, bro, because I didn't even know what the hell he was saying, bro. Yo, shout out, bro.
This partner gimmick for a while, but turns out those are just words. Walter was never the legal owner. No percentages, no name on any paperwork, not even any sort of public partnership until the owner got embarrassed by Keith Lee. Then for whatever reason, the owner felt the need to come out and try to rectify the situation. A man who we had never seen before, might I add.
it shortchanges so many other people who built this business, including this guy, who when I met him had absolutely zero.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Everybody thinks I'm like the money man. I'm the opposite of that. I came into a business that was losing money that I took over for my family just because I had no other prospects. And that's a whole other thing. Like he said, I don't want to go on all the details of where I started, but when this business was nothing and he and I came together a year after I took it over and started with the idea of barbecue, neither one of us thought we were going to be running Destination Smokehouse.
Who's we? You speaking a lot of French there, my nigga. You speaking a lot of French. Yo, I didn't know this nigga was French, chat. Like, we, la, la. You feel me? This nigga saying a lot of we. It was his idea. Nigga, numero uno, motherfucker. What the fuck are you talking about? Yo, are you high? Honestly, look at this freeze cut. I think this nigga on drugs.
We were Destination Coffee Bar, trying to sell a little bit of ribs.
And after you listen closely to Nick, the owner, more and more with all the time that has passed, the loser in him really starts to come out. As much as Nick tries to paint the fact that Walter didn't have anything going for himself before this, Nick, in fact, didn't have anything going on before this. He had got moved into a dying family business because he had, in his own words, no other prospects, nothing going on. Basically, a bum.
You was the loser of the family,
black
nigga.
Gentleman, he decided to take him under his wing, whatever that really means, and co-opt his barbecue. And I shouldn't even say co-op, more so colonize. Whether or not the business was successful, he should have put him on paper. But in an attempt to get things popping and rolling in a big way on social media, you had him shucking and jiving out there on the streets, running around, screaming at the top of his lungs with his dentures about to fall out of his mouth, all for the sake of barbecue that he also made. Never have I ever seen an employee be the social media marketing campaign for a business. If you couldn't get your shit popping,
Ever since
and
the
step
Popeyes
off,
lady,
I don't
I'm
know
pretty
what
sure
to
that
really
bitch
tell
taken
you.
care
But in
of.
every way, shape, form, or fashion, it would have made sense for Walter to be some sort of owner. You had the social media presence, which drove revenue and drove business through the roof. Hell, you even had the original recipes and idea for it to be barbecue. At this point, Nick was just the money man. And it sounds like he didn't even have money. He was using other people's money, which I guess is a thing that happens in business, but comes with taking advantage of people.
Man, please, we know all. Come on, man. Who uses other people's money, chat? We all know who does it. Who's the best at it?
Don't say that.
Because it ain't me. And it ain't us. You get what I'm trying to say. You feel me? Come on.
This is just wrong. And now we sit here today.
I ain't trying to be funny
have
with it.
spread, and they're getting credible by the day that Unc Walt, Mr. Tendernism himself, has been displaced from his job.
What?
Recently, a new Twitter account popped up, Walter Johnson, Mr. Tendernism. This is his official page, and obviously it would have people scratching their head as to what the hell is going on. Why aren't you under daddy's cloak and shield like people said you wanted to be? Why are you doing this by yourself? But once you see the first video, it all makes sense.
Hey, this official Mr. Tendernism coming to y'all. You know, I just got off the freeway kind of late at night, but I want to know y'all come on my page. Official Mr. Tendernism, Walter Johnson. Yes, sir. Y'all come on down now. I'm the Tendernism original. Not nobody else. The original Tendernism. Booyah.
Oh, I've been there.
That
Cue got
little
fired. The stats are clear
bit.
as day. Unc is in his damn home cooking in the kitchen. That brother has lost his job, y'all.
Y'all remember this right here. This gonna be real. It's gonna self-destruct.
No way.
10 minutes. That might be safe.
First of all, I know it's nasty because the stovetop ain't even.
Look here. I got something for today. Yeah, this Tendernism. Y'all ain't seen Tendernism like this before. Yeah.
Brother, you need to go back outside or something.
Damn, chat.
It's over with.
It don't even look bad. What you mean, bro? Yo, we not gonna hit on Unc that
Unc,
fast.
that don't even look the same, gang. That don't even look right.
Yo, what you into? Hey, come on. Yo, Omar, Omizi. Oh, can I call you Omar? Bro, he just put it on the grill. Let it get some color. It's still pink on the sides, bro. Let it get some color, yo. Come on now, relax on Unc. We not going to just flip on my son like that. It's not like he went senile or crazy. My son got fired. If he got fired, fuck it, bro. Let black people do the shit for this nigga that they've been saying, oh, that we want to do, right? We've been saying, oh, we want to invest into this nigga and do all this shit. Let's put our money where our mouth is, bro. Get this nigga some bread. Get this nigga a restaurant. You feel me? If niggas really want to talk about it, let's really talk about it, bro.
Unc's so fucked up right now, his steaks can't even get a good sear on him. Oh my God, that meat looks so great. It's so bad that Walter, aka Unc, had to even launch a GoFundMe. And in the GoFundMe, he explicitly talks about how he was fired from the restaurant. Nastily enough, one of the slides in his GoFundMe page says that he was exploited, ? Now, he probably can't say too much about what was going on for real, based off the paperwork he signed, but this is just, oh wow. Now he's looking to build his own platform where he maintains ownership, seeking $22,000 from the community. And so far, this is all glory to God. He's been able to raise about $20,000, which is a very impressive feat over a short amount.
Shout out to everybody that done gave some money. Honestly, if I get my next check,
that I talked about,
I'll give bro a little dollar.
It wasn't necessarily about the whole dynamic of, you know, employer and employee. Those things exist. It's the fact that there was a man who used Nick, the actual owner, and propped up Destination Smokehouse as some sort of black-owned business, when it really wasn't. Had him go out onto the streets, shuck, jive, dance, gyrate.
Well, let's be nice. Yeah. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
And then turned around and let him go, all while never giving a crumb of ownership. And it's specifically nasty because the fandom was behind Unk. The reason that they were there was due to him. That's why he was able to raise $22,000 so quickly. Probably the nastiest part of all this is that he can't even use his signature catchphrase because Nick, the owner of Destination Smokehouse, decided to trademark it. You can't even call yourself Tendernism without having to pay that white man a nickel and a dime. Now, we all know the real deal about this situation. Unk wouldn't just start his own restaurant / food truck unless something went wrong. He was a good old boy. He was Steven from the Django. So the separation didn't make sense unless something went awry. That's not how Nick, the owner of Destination Smokehouse, the exploiter, wants to tell that story. He's saying that everything is peaches and cream and hunky-dory.
Hey, good morning, guys. This is for our new Facebook followers. Thank you, everybody who's been showing us all the support. We've had a huge follow on Instagram for about 4 years now. Go back and check the content. You'll see a lot of our history. Walt's been a part of this business with me for about 3 of those 5 years. He's been in a lot of videos. We've done a lot of great stuff together. Walter's my brother and my partner. Really appreciate the support.
Okay.
But there's a small fraction of people that are just looking for reasons to find why is this young white guy taking advantage of this old black guy who taught him everything that he knows.
He high, man. He's hallucinating, smoking that shit. He's high.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
He high. What I said, Chad, this is drugs, bro. This is drugs. This is drugs, bro. You say you taught an old black man that's older than you how to cook, bro? Yeah, you high, bro.
Not like that. Walt is probably the smartest guy I know. No one on earth could ever play him. Number 2, Walt will be the first person to tell you that Nick knows what the hell he's doing with this food. And if you want, just test him. But
brother,
great partnership. I love him, and we're doing great things out here in Hemet, soon to be Murrieta too. Come check us out. Thank you all for the support. Have a great morning. See you soon.
Yo, I actually hate the fact that every time Nick talks about any situation, he finds a way to prop himself up. And if you ask anybody, Nick knows about his food. Shut up. Shut up. Doesn't really address
ego
allegations, doesn't say whether Unk is still working with him or is not, which is strange because he's addressed these things before. He's always using that partnership word. Partnership is like the laziest word in the world. Does he own it or not? Are you gonna give him some ownership or not? Are you actually gonna recognize him as an official person that's on the documentation or not? Why did he start a restaurant? Those are some easy things to answer. Nick is clearly trying to hide the fact that he's incompetent. He wants to flex the knowledge that he has about barbecue to make it seem like he's a real contributor to said business. But remember, you had a coffee shop before this whole situation with the barbecue smokehouse went down.
This right here wasn't even there. This used to be a pastry case. We used to sell all kinds of baked items to go with our coffee.
And the only reason that you know anything about barbecue is not even from Unk. You learned it from YouTube. You learned how to cook ribs, chicken, and pork from YouTube videos. And not that there's anything wrong with that from the perspective of a casual viewer or even somebody who owns a restaurant. But the way that you position yourself, you do so as if you're the expert. You only learned about barbecue after the business was already established, so that when somebody checked your card and pulled your coattails, you could always rely on this. That's the real reason why Nick even came to the internet. Remember, he was not a public figure in this whole discourse. It was always Unk Tendernism with the celebrities, the influencers, or whoever in the restaurant. But that Keith Lee visit really shook things up in Nick's head. He realized it was probably just a matter of time before Walt gets hip to what he's actually missing out on, and that gravy train would probably stop. And I can imagine that that's where all the conversation really started. As the social media chatter got louder into Unk's ear and Unk's camp, his actual family, whoever's really protecting him, they started to ask questions, get concerned about different things, and ultimately decided that they wanted to brand themselves. Now, of course, Nick wouldn't like that. You're trying to take money out of my pocket. You're trying to do all these different things. And if I know I'm going to lose the social media game,
everybody
then I might as well go to war with you over the trademark of the actual catchphrase Tendernism.
Now we have attorney Ken Harris, who in November said, I filed for the trademark and have been trying to reach out to Walt. Happy that I filed instead of someone else who could care less about Walt. So he hasn't missed the opportunity. Don't know why he didn't file, but I've got his back. So now there's currently 4 filings and they all show pending. 2 are by the attorney Ken Harris and the other 2 are by Diamond Smoke Shop.
Wow.
So Kenneth filed twice. Now the thing about trademarks, they only protect the category it's filed in. So he filed the clothing and merch.
Okay.
And then he filed the restaurant and food services. So he had to file twice to protect both. And then the second filer we have is Diamond Smokehouse Enterprises, Inc. And you wouldn't believe who owns that.
We know who owns that.
So we have Diamond Smokehouse here at the top, and then we have both Nick and his mother's name down here at the bottom.
Unc's name is not on any paperwork. Unc's name is not on any documentation. Partnership, my ass.
So the white man owns Diamond Inc.
And this word actually brought people to the restaurant, and look what we do. We end up stealing from him. His name is nowhere on this information. Now, Ken said he's actually trying to give it to him. However, his business partner, Mr. Learn Everything on YouTube, is keeping everything.
He got cooked.
Yo, they really frying this.
He got cooked.
Yo, they frying this nigga. And I'm so glad that they making the jokes for me because I ain't gonna lie, as a black content creator, you can't really say too much about shit like that without looking like you really racist, bro. Just or bigoted towards white people. But I'm so glad that this shit, yo, bro, because I ain't gonna lie, this is really some fuck shit. And only them niggas do this shit. No bullshit. Why do y'all do this shit? Y'all get high off this?
Smokehouse filed December 6th. Now, Kenneth Harris filed first, but his filing says intent to use, meaning he wasn't using it yet. Nick filed later, but his says first use in commerce is April 17th, 2024. So legally, Nick is trying to argue I used it first. So even though I filed later, I still own it.
This is actually crazy watching this in real time. He never had any plans of giving Unc any sorts of power. He clearly went around his back and did it very underhandedly. Seemingly, he never even had Unc be privy to the fact that, hey, I'm going to own the words Tendernism. He was literally just about to sell sweatshirts and other clothing based off of the phrase for Unc. If this was any sort of real partnership, hey, I've got the smokehouse, it'll be 100%, but let's start to brand your phrases and we can sell these shirts out of the restaurant and you can take 100% of the profits and the proceeds because you're bringing so much business to the restaurant that I 100% own. Look, any person that was in my comment section saying otherwise about how this is what Unc wanted, shut the hell up. This is why everybody got so emotionally invested into this situation.
We ain't say this what the nigga wanted. Again, we just said let nigga do what he want to do. He grown.
Likeness. We've seen situations where
we knew he was going to figure it out eventually.
Up businesses, made them more successful, made them more famous based on the things that they were able to bring to the social media marketing game, and then all of a sudden be left in the wind and, you know, money being funneled into different entities or people's pockets without any sort of acknowledgement that they were the forefronters. And then at the end of the day, when somebody really needs something, they are left in the dark and in the dust. But I will say that communal support for Unc is real. Not only are people sitting in their prayers, their thoughts, and their advice. Kenneth Harris, the lawyer who filed on behalf of Unc, you know, stepped in so he could get his trademark protected from Nick. People are sending in donations via GoFundMe. And now Houston rapper Cartel Bo, who has stepped in and said that he will support Unc in any way imaginable. Even getting him
I'm
a
not idea who that rapper
is.
is.
So this is my question. So, okay, because he still got to live, right? If he's relocating from California, he's coming to Houston.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how does all of that
whatever got to be done. I mean, I put him in the spot. Whatever we got to do. At the end of the day, we know what we know what we dealing with, and we know the potential of this.
Yeah, because you know, Houston,
this man had grabbed everybody's eyes, from the man at the corner store to Barack Obama, to every actor in the world, to every sports player in the world, to every comedian in the world. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's our uncle. That's your uncle.
There you go.
Yeah, that's Unc.
That ain't no whatever. That's your uncle.
Right.
You
word, nigga, that's
Unc. You sit down and talk to that nigga, it's gonna feel like you know him your whole life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So why you gonna sit back and watch the man fall when you know you can help him? And you know he got a good heart.
Let's talk about it.
And you know you because he showed that tendency to another who took advantage of
To the white man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't about white and black as far as his eyes concerned. That's the realness of it. I didn't say, man, I ain't with he ain't say I ain't with these white folk, and go over here and do some shit with some, you know what I'm saying?
He's keeping it real.
Over him. He gave them the opportunity. He was real with them. He put their business on the forefront. And guess what they doing now? Still stealing his videos and pictures, posting them. That man deserves a position to be where he can do what he want for his family, gang, and his people. You done took it from a togetherness situation, trying to benefit and trademark this man's slogan, then fired him, and you know what I'm saying, like in front of everybody.
Walt felt like everybody's uncle. He felt very familiar. I think that's why he was so welcoming and so comfortable.
This is why John Witherspoon, sorry, it's a subtopic, you feel me, but gangster. John Witherspoon is pops to everybody. John Witherspoon is either your father or your grandfather, you feel me? Certain black people, certain black figures, bro, really become family through their work for a lot of the black community, because you gotta remember, a lot of us don't have certain family members that they portray. So even though it's through entertainment, whether it be YouTube, radio, TV, whatever, it can be whatever, bro, movie, whatever, it feels like these niggas really do become part of the fucking family. You will have no idea how much Madea, despite, like, realize it or not, has become a part of niggas' households, bro. I swear to you, Madea, Tyler Perry, is a part of a lot of niggas' families, bro. No bullshit. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. When I get my next check, I gotta get some money to Unc, bro. Because you feel me? We can't just say the bullshit and not help each other. You feel me, gangster? When it comes to our black community, the only way that we gonna do better for ourselves is to help each other. So, gangster, put my money where my mouth is.
Into our eyes, our phones, our group chats, all these different things. I didn't find out about Walt when I was scrolling social media. My uncles and my mom sent me Walt. He was doing something communally and was enjoying it, and he looked like somebody that was very familiar to me. I resonated with that. So to find out that he was getting taken advantage of and pretty much embarrassed in real time is actually disgusting and disturbing. And so I'm glad that Cartel Bo and everyone else is stepping up to support Unc. He doesn't have many years left on his life, and I damn sure wouldn't want him to be seen or around or spending those days with somebody who is ultimately unloyal to him, to the point where they're doing underhanded and backhanded things. This happens so many times in entertainment and food and just the idea space, the creative space. I'm glad that somebody and some people are actually stepping up and stepping in to say to themselves, yo, we're not going to stand for this. We're not going to allow these things to happen. It's actually down with Nick, and we support Unc Tendernism.
That's a fact, child. We support Unc Tendernism. You feel me? If you like the video, make sure you drop a like, drop a comment. You feel me? Subscribe, hit that notification bell, click the Twitch link down below. You feel me? With Twitch for Rymaniac Gaming. Come join the Maniac Mafia. I appreciate y'all love and support, child. You feel me? I'm gonna see y'all for the next reaction. I appreciate everybody that was here. Peace.